everyone. Welcome back to the Let Me Ask My Mom podcast. I'm your host, Ava the daughter.
And I'm Shannon the mom.
And boy, do we have an episode for you today.
We do. We are going to be talking about something that is kind of uncomfortable. Guys may want to tune in or tune out.
Guys should tune in.
They should totally tune in so that they get the whole understanding of what we're about to talk about. Because, you know, you might have been raised with sisters or
not.
And now you might be entering a relationship and trying to navigate through periods.
Yeah,
it's awful. Yeah, but this is something that has been so taboo for so many generations. And then we've definitely gotten out of that stage and that phase, I believe. But we are going to break it down today and talk about the good, bad, and mostly the very ugly of periods.
So why don't we go ahead and get into our weekly pour. Bartender.
We do have a bartender. We gave him an assignment. We told him today's topic is about periods. So he brought us...
What you got for us?
Chocolate espresso martinis.
Yum. How'd you choose this? How'd you choose it?
Well, I thought of the topic that you had today, so I thought...
Couldn't even say it.
I thought,
gotta have the chocolate in there.
Gotta have the chocolate.
All right, thanks, babe. Cheers to your dad being the best bartender. Mm. Okay, so the big Aunt Flo, the big P. What are the other nicknames for it?
Mother Nature. Crimson Wave.
Ooh, yeah. There's some brutal ones, but we are talking about periods. And do you remember? I actually remember this. I remember being like younger and before I was old enough to have one, and thinking, I can't wait to get it. This is so exciting. All my girlfriends are getting it. When am I going to get it? I want this. And you wanted it like so freaking bad.
I wanted to get my period so badly, and it makes me sick thinking about how badly I wanted to get it.
Right.
There was like a video, like a viral video that went around. I don't know if it was from a movie or something, but it was these girls who would they were like, I got my period, and they're the cherry slush club.
That just sounds so disgusting.
So funny, but one of the girls didn't get her, so she painted nail polish on her pad, and her mom found it, and she was like, this is ruby red nail polish. This is it, period blood. This is ruby red.
Where did you see this?
It was all over social media. I can't even tell you. I don't even know when. I'm sure some people remember this video.
That is so gross.
But it's a thing. Girls, if you don't have it,
you want it. Well, you always want what you don't have. Oh my God. And then when you get it, you're like, ugh. So that is a prime example of one of those things. You're like, oh, you could have bought yourself just a few more years by not wishing it to happen. No, I'm just kidding. It comes when it comes. But now, how old were you again?
I think I was 13 or 14.
Yeah, I was as well. I was 13.
Yeah.
And I had this conversation. I actually called my mom today before you came over, because I was like, okay, I want to get the scoop. I want to know. And I want to make sure I get all my facts straight, because there's some funny stories out there. But she said she was 15 when she got hers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what she told me? She said she knows of 9-year-olds that are getting it now.
I just saw something. I'm in, all of the Mount Pleasant moms.
On the mom's page on Facebook?
Yeah, and somebody just said something about their 9-year-old getting their period. I can't even imagine being 9.
9. But, because you're still so immature. The boys are very immature.
I just can't imagine, looking down and being like, what is happening?
Now, okay, so do you feel like you were prepared? Did you know, well, we'll talk about your first time, but were you mentally this is going to happen? This is, or did you feel like I equipped you with
So it wasn't just you. Yes, you, but in 4th grade, we had a health demonstration thing where we split up guys and girls in different classrooms. And it kind of went through what, the birds and the bees and all of that fun stuff. And it went through all of that. So I knew in 4th grade.
Right.
And then, I didn't have my period till I was in 7th or 8th, but I knew girls that had already had their period.
Now, did you, did they give you a period pack?
I think so.
I know I gave you one. I had you supplied in your backpack in case it happened.
For sure.
I do remember that vividly. But when we were in middle school, they gave us period packs. And so you would have like a little pack that had like the supplies in there and Advil and like whatever. And so, and then if it was cool if you used your pack and you had to go get another one from the nurse.
It's cool if you had to resupply.
Cool. Oh so gosh, cool.
Probably like
so cringy.
Probably the shittiest tampons and like pads ever too.
Definitely pads. They definitely didn't give tampons out back then. No way. That was not a thing for sure. Well, and I got a story about that too.
I was scared of tampons.
I got a story. I don't know. You've got a story, but yeah. So it's crazy how, you think it's going to be this big thing and then it happens and you're like,
well, damn.
What? Like the pain and the cramps and the this and the that. I mean, and it's such a production for a week easily. Like a whole week. Like
it's not just the week because then you have all of like your phases.
Yeah, the lead up. It's
brutal.
It's a lot.
It's tough being a girl.
I know. Okay, so we're going to talk about the first time. Now, you said you don't really remember.
I have no, like, I imagine it wasn't, like, I imagine I just had it at home or something. Yeah. And that's why I don't remember it.
I remember it not being eventful. There was no drama. I think it was like on a weekend. It just, everything happened the way it was supposed to.
I literally have no clue what mine was.
Yeah.
I like 13 to 14 is the rough age too. I really don't know.
Yeah. It's not like it happened in gym in front of everybody or anything like that.
God, yeah.
No. Mine, on the other hand, the first time, 13 years old, my mother went out of town and I was there with my stepdad and my brother. And it was just like I think it was like a Friday night, Friday or Saturday night. And I remember thinking, oh my God, this really just happened. And for some reason, we didn't have any supplies in the house, or I didn't know what I was supposed to do, or I was actually very clueless.
Yeah.
And I had to go to my stepdad and say, oh my gosh, something just happened. I think that thing when you become like a woman, it just like happened. And he's like, okay, all right. And then my mom was out of town for the whole time. And so I remember he called his mother, who was my grandmother, my step grandma, but she was my grandma, and called her and was like, what do I do? And she was like, so I'm over at our friend's house. Or maybe, how did they know that? Somehow she knew, or no, they had company over. Mm-hmm. They had another couple over because back then we didn't have pagers and cell phones and stuff. So they had friends over and she goes, don't worry, we're on our way. We're on our way, as in the group was on their way. So it was my grandmother, and my grandfather, and their friends, Carolyn and Bob, who were hanging out at their house on like a Friday night or whatever. And they stopped at the drugstore on the way and picked up supplies for me and walk in with this little brown bag. They all come walking in to visit. And my grandmother comes back to the bathroom and she hands me this little brown bag and I open it and there's like pads and chocolate and like all these things. And I was like, and she's like, okay, precious. So this is what you do and this is whatever. And I was like, oh, like, thank you. And I just remember being mortified. Because not only did my grandmother know, but my grandfather and my grandparents' best friends knew.
Yeah.
And now it was like.
And your brother and
my brother and my stepdad. It was devastating. It was so freaking embarrassing.
Yeah.
But then, you just kind of move on. It was like awful.
Yeah.
Do you have like a devastating, or do you have like an example of a time where it was like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Yeah. So I think the reason I don't remember my first period is because I vividly remember the first time I had to put a tampon in. And I know you know this because you were right there.
I was right there.
Basically, we were at like our very close family friends house. We were there like all the time. And we were all swimming. And I've had my period at this point for like a year or so, but I was only using pads because like I did not vibe with the idea.
You wanted like, no part of that.
I was like, this is weird. I don't want to do that. No, thank you. And so We get to their house, they have a pool outside, and everybody's swimming. And I'm like, Mom, I can't go swimming.
And you really wanted to swim.
Yeah.
Like, you were like, this is bullshit. Like, I want to swim with everybody else.
But I'm on my period. Like, I don't know what to do. And you were like, well, go put in a tampon. And I was like, I've never put in a tampon. And you were like, you've never put in a tampon? What do you just wear pads? I was like, I just wear pads.
Because your bathroom was supplied with all the things.
Yeah, well, the whole thing was like, this is what had happened. I know I started when I had started my period, it was after the summer. So like I never had to deal with putting it, like it's never like a thing. I never had to do it. And so finally it gets around to, girl, you got to put one in and you got to do this. And I remember being so freaking scared. I made my mom go in the bathroom with me. And I did not put in my first tampon.
What you think happened.
Not put in my first
I'm like, girl, let's just shove it up there. Let's just go. Come on, because you're like, oh, I'm scared. I was like, girl, come on. You're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. Let's just get it over with. Yeah. I cannot believe I did that assist.
I was like 14, 15 too. So it was like, things were changing. It was like I wasn't like I didn't really want my mom but I had to. You
asked me to come in. It's not like I just went and like
I obviously
forced it.
I was like, Mom, come in. I don't know how to do this. She's like, what the hell is this little applicator thing? I'm like, what the? Literally, I was like, what is this? Like I knew like what I was supposed to do, but I'm like, I can't do it.
Okay, they are confusing.
Well, because then I was like, it's like, is it up in there enough? Like, you never know.
Oh, you never know. And because I can tell you about my first time with the tampon.
Yeah.
So freaking awful. I was, again, like you, I think I was like 14. And I asked my mom, when I talked to her today, I was like, maybe I was 15. I think I was like going into high school. I think it was like going into my freshman year. And I just remember not being allowed to wear tampons.
That's weird.
My mom would not let me have them. Why? It was pads only. Because the way she was raised by my grandmother.
Baptist.
Southern Baptist. Like, my grandmother, God rest her soul, and she was the most amazing person ever. Just strong Christian. And she was like, if you go to a boy's house and if you sit on their toilet, you will get pregnant. And my mom's like, don't sit on boys' toilets. I mean, like literally the fear of God and the fear of Mimi was in us. Like you didn't do this. So my mom taught me the same. And she's like, you don't wear a tampon because my mom told me it takes away your virginity.
Well, damn.
I know. She's like, it'll alter what's happening, alter that piece inside is the way my mom would say. And I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, no, you're not wearing tampons. You're wearing pads. That's it. And I was like, and there was no end date. It wasn't like until you're in high school or
it's until you're married.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, it was just, and like I said, it was so taboo. We just didn't really talk about any of it. Clearly, I started my period, didn't even know what to do with myself. And then, I'm like, I don't even know what to do. So fast forward to being at the water park with some of my girlfriends. And we are swimming, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, I just started my period. We have to go home. And my girlfriend's like, no, just use a tampon. And I was like, well, I don't have any. That was my excuse. Like, I just don't have any. And she's like, oh, I have one. And I was like,
of course.
Great. Because, girl's girl.
Yeah.
And then, so we go to the bathroom. I'm like, I don't really know how to use this. And she's like, just shove it up there. Like, and I was like, okay.
Exactly.
Yep. This is fine. No. Just shove it up there. And I was like, yeah, okay. And she's in the toilet stall next to me. And I'm like, is it supposed to feel like this? And she's like, feel like what? I'm like, feel like it's about to come out. And she goes, yeah, it kind of feels like it's going to come out. And I was like, yeah, okay, all right. So then we walk out to the pool, and I think I waddled out to the pool.
Yeah.
And we're going down the lazy river.
Yeah. With the applicator.
Yep. The whole damn thing comes floating down the lazy river right in front of me. I was like, I told you it must have been there all the way. And she goes, did you put the freaking plastic up there too? And I was like, I didn't know. Nobody told me. And she's like, let's go back. Like, back to the bathroom. Regroup. Let's go. I was like, it was so awful, like so devastating, so mortifying. All you do, we're just swimming, all of a sudden to see this thing. And I was like, this is not real life. This is not happening. Yep, it did.
So I can't even.
I know. Could you imagine? And then after that, I was like, well, I mean, nothing worse can happen after this point. Like, where do you go from here? So
you live and you learn.
Live and you learn. So how do you deal with it on the monthly basis? I mean, you know it's coming. Do you have like some sort of prep or routine or...
Well, since I was 14 or 15, I've been on birth control because I have such awful periods. Like the worst. Like debilitating.
Yeah.
Awful. And I've gone through 5,000 different types of birth control because I just have terrible
periods. Yeah.
Periods.
And I think we were huge advocates. Your dad and I both,
it was
purely because of
conversation.
Periods. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't
for any other reason. Like we knew this would help control the timing so that you knew when to expect it. And it was more about.
Yeah. Cause like when I would start my periods, like day one, it's not like the little like spotting for me. It's like,
I'm here.
And it's here. So, I mean, now I still have some pretty rough periods, but I feel like I've got it down now. I also like have started to be more aware of like my cycles, like your natural cycles. And I know that's like, can be like contradicting since I'm also on birth control, but I mean, like during your luteal phase, like you need to like know there's certain things you're supposed to be.
What?
There's different phases in your cycles that you need to be like your follicular phase. Like there's 4 different phases, and we'll look at it later because yeah.
What?
Yes, there's different phases, and like you're
like
supposed
speaking
to
a different language. I've never even heard of this ever.
Yes.
I've never heard of this. I know. I literally don't even know what you're talking about.
Like you've got 4 different phases and they last a certain amount of time. And you're
like within the month or
within the like 28-day period.
Okay.
And
because one of the phases obviously is when you can get pregnant.
Ovulation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
there's 4.
Right. Oh, okay.
But anyways, there's certain things that you like should be eating, or you like certain exercises like you can do to like help, and like there's like when you start leaning into that, it's like it definitely can help ease your periods. Like when you first start your period, like day 1 and 2, you need to be eating a lot of iron.
Yeah,
like steaks,
burgers,
and all of that. Exactly. So on my day 1 and day 2 of my period, like that's like I even meal prep around it now.
There's
like certain
mind blown. Like I wish I was equipped with this back in my day.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this stuff is so old. But yeah, no,
there's like there's certain times of the month, like it's pretty like on a schedule when you're like, oh God, I feel so ugly today, and like that lasts for a week. That's because you're in your luteal phase.
I'm so shook. I feel like this should have been...
I'll show you the whole chart.
I didn't need a period pack when I was like 12 and 13. Well, I needed like a schedule of this.
This was recent for me to even learn about. This is like, I just started implementing this like last year.
So now, how long, or do you know, how long do you go through these phases? Okay.
There's like, you have to look it up.
Okay, because here I am like 47.
Oh, here, look up your...
Oh, yeah. So here I am 47, and I'm thinking, like, am I still going through these things? Or, I don't know.
No, I mean, like, honestly, I think you can also, with, like, what you're going through.
I think this is something I wish that if you were a 13-year-old now, I would be able to equip you with this information. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I feel like if I had a younger daughter, I wish that I knew what these phases are in these cycles, if it could help equip her and help equip the family.
No,
like,
exactly.
Dealing with all of it.
All right, so here it is. So day 1 through 5 is like during your period. It's your menstrual phase.
Okay.
Your hormones are at their lowest. Your energy may be low, so it's like rest and cozy vibes. And your body is shedding the uterine lining. Phase 2 is the follicular phase, which is days 1 through 13. So it kind of overlaps with your period. Your estrogen starts rising. Your brain feels clearer. Your motivation is starting to come back. It's a great time to start things, plan, and organize. and your body is prepping for an egg for release, or prepping an egg for release. Around day 14-ish is your, like, ovulation phase. So an egg is released, estrogen peaks, you feel confident, social, and glowy. This is like, everyone's like, if you're single and you're like, this is when you're like going out and like this is when you feel like you're best. Like, exactly. Yes. And so then it goes into your luteal phase, which is the longest phase, which is so annoying. It's the worst one. So it's days 15 through 28. So your progesterone rises, you have slower energy, cravings, emotions increase, and PMS lives here if your hormones start to dip. So
wow.
It's crazy. And that's okay, because I put it in the chat. It's like easy memory trick is bleed, build, bloom, wind down. Like that's how you're
okay.
So you can also like, I mean, chat can do this all for you, but you can match foods, workouts, all of that to those different. So yeah, I mean, ever since I started
world, I swear,
kind of working on like syncing that, it's been good. More for like food and workouts.
Well, I think for mental health, like just figuring out what's going on with you more than just, you know, it's like better than therapy if you can just see like on like a roadmap of what's about to happen. Like
one thing I've also noticed with like helping periods is the certain types of tampons or anything that you use. Like I started, not to sound like a yogi and like a granola person, but like
if you say cups, I'm running out the door.
No, those freak me out, and I can't. That like I've heard too many stories about like people having to go to the doctors because they like get lost, and that freaks me out.
Oh God, no.
I've also got a crooked uterus, so I'm not doing all that. I'm scared it's gonna like.
You're a little wonky.
I'm a little wonky, but I started using like the natural cotton ones, the ones that don't have like chemicals in them. It helps my cramps so much.
No shit.
Yeah, there's certain chemicals and stuff in like the Tampax.
They didn't have those back in my day. Let me tell you.
I know. So yeah, I started using these like natural ones called Cora. They're like they're like the same price.
That's wild.
I was like Tampax, maybe a little bit more, but like not much.
Yeah.
And then Pamprin is my best friend. Can't do Midol because even the caffeine-free one, something about it makes me so shaky and like unwell.
I never took any, like, I mean, maybe Advil, but that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gave up my menstruation really early. So I had you 3 kids young in my 20s. And so then by the time I was 32, I think it was, I went to my gynecologist who had delivered 2 of you kids, and he was like, listen, I've already tied your tubes. You're not having any more babies. You're done. There is a procedure that I can do for you, and it's called ablation, and it's more complicated, but the abbreviated name for it is ablation. But they go in and they basically thin the lining of your uterus so you don't shed and you don't have monthly periods. You still have the PMS, which sucks. So you still have, I know. But because mine were so heavy, he's like, you know, you're so young and you're done having kids. You don't have to have periods like this anymore. And he's like, we can make this go away. I'm not even kidding. I didn't have one for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Still had the symptoms, but didn't have the period. And it was like just so great because it was like kind of carefree and it was just kind of whatever. And then all of a sudden it came back. And I'm like, well, where the hell did this come from? And I guess it wears off. And I didn't know, not everybody, it doesn't hold, the whole procedure doesn't hold for longer than like 8 to 10 years. So anyways, I started getting it again. But then now, welcome to perimenopause. Not menopause yet, but welcome to perimenopause. So now it's like, so I don't get periods anymore, but I definitely get the symptoms. And then it sometimes every now and then I'll get like some little shock, like, oh, am I about to get one? And then I don't. I don't know. It becomes mass confusion.
Yeah.
But if I have a period anymore, it's for like an hour. And then I'm done. I'm like, okay, well, that's it.
Like mine lasts so long. And it's
but you know, it almost sucks when it's not predictable though. It kind of sucks because you're like, I don't want to be somewhere and be wearing my cute little Charleston white jeans. And there you are.
I've been there.
Yeah. that
And there are
sucks
a few
too.
times.
Yep. So
I also love to just like fake out my period. Like I'll be on the last day and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm like, I tell myself, I'm like, I'm done with my period. I'm wearing my white jeans and I'm not wearing anything with it.
whoa.
And I like force myself to, I end up bringing stuff and
Right, as your backup. But you're like, it's mind over map. No, it's
exactly. I'm like, you know what? I'm telling myself I'm done.
Well, it's almost like you always jinx
works.
yourself when you're wearing a white pants or white skirt.
That's why I just start doing it now because I'm like,
it's going to happen no matter what.
we'll see.
Now, have you ever been out in public?
Yes.
And it's happened?
Yes. It was more when I was younger, but like, yeah, I mean, the amount of times I've had to like tie a jacket around me, like, yeah.
I think I tied a jacket or a sweater once.
But I think like, it wasn't even for lack of like, it wasn't even, oh, I just started my period. It was like, I have a tampon and a pad on, and I'm still like bleeding through though. Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I'm so glad that we put you on the pill so young so that you didn't have to deal with that. It's still bad, but I mean, if it helps
a little bit,
yeah, it takes a little bit of, that was the same thing with me. That was like ridiculous. Yeah. And then you lose iron, like you said, but I mean, like when you start bruising and stuff, you're like, what is wrong with me? Why am I, it's a real thing.
I have an iron deficiency anyways. And so do that with like the amount of blood I'm losing. I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah. No, I think it's just so important.
Bruise.
What?
So you just can poke me and I'll bruise.
Yeah, no kidding. The dog jumped on me and I've got freaking scratch marks and bruises from her.
Check your iron levels.
I know. I think it's just coming with age. So many things were happening.
You're old.
I'm not. All right. Who doesn't love a good Ant Flo period game?
Oh, Lord.
All right. Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather be on your period your entire vacation or your wedding?
Oof. Vacation.
Vacation. Yep.
God, that's both awful.
Both are awful. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Can't change it. All right. Would you rather pads forever or tampons forever?
Tampons forever.
Same.
Because you can't swim.
I know.
Goes back to the whole...
And just like that, if you're an athlete, and there's so many things.
Yeah.
All right. Heavy and short or light and long?
This is like my... Because mine are heavy, but they're short because it's only like 4 or 5 days. And that sucks. I'm going to say light and long.
See, I'm like, let's just get this over with. Like, let's just go. I know.
Man, that one's tough.
I know. All right. So, cramps or bloating?
Bloating. I don't know. My cramps are... Yeah. I'd go with bloating.
I go with bloating. Anyways. I'd rather be bloated than crampy. Crampy hurts so bad.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Surprise period or a week of PMS?
A surprise period.
Same. Like, because you gotta get it.
For my boyfriend's sake. Fucking, like, I'm a monster.
That's true. Yep. All right. That's all I got for that. Yeah. I don't want to ask anymore.
I'm scared.
So, I know. It's so terrifying. So that is a great conversation to have with young daughters, but also it's such a fun reflection on how far we've come, especially when you go into different phases of your life. So, I mean, eventually when you get married and you get pregnant and all that, then you'll get like 8 whole months off.
Yay! Or not. I mean, there's people that have their periods when they're pregnant.
I mean, that is such a myth that you don't have a period when you're pregnant, because my first month with all 3 children, I definitely still had one.
Well, yeah, no, I know, like, I've heard about people who, well, for one, didn't know they were pregnant, and the baby just, like, came out, and they were like, what the hell?
Now that...
Pregnant.
Are you kidding me?
No, like, that's, like, the thing, because it, like, how it sits, like, in you. Crazy stuff. Anyways, yeah, that's actually terrifying, and I think about it pretty often. That's
crazy.
Scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, 8 months would be great. But
yeah, so that's why I did it 3 years back to back. I was just tired of periods, so I just had them all at the same time.
There you go.
Get them done. It was all for period purposes, not for children.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's something we all deal with. It's something that should definitely be an open conversation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you do have young girls.
For sure.
But, you know, as we've gotten older, feel like, as you become a mother, like, obviously that's why we did this, because you can ask me questions. And I always think about what did I not know, or what did my mother not know? What were we not prepared with?
So obviously neither of us knew how to put in a tampon. So teach your girl how to put in a tampon.
True. I mean, I feel like now you can just go to ChatGPT. I mean, it'll tell you exactly what to do.
I don't want to hear that from Chat. That's terrifying and so weird.
Well, then I'm so glad I could be there for you instead of ChatGPT.
Yeah, thank God. That was ChatGPT probably would have been less traumatic.
Probably. You act like
it was like donut thing, stick it in a donut and be like, "That's how you do it," Psh. And you just push the applicant. That's actually.
Well, maybe you should do a how-to, but with
you just see on the Instagram,
right?
How to a tampon.
We cannot be the only ones in the world that were confused on how to make this function.
I'm still confused sometimes. I'm like, did I take the applicator out? I hope so.
And how many hours is it? And how long has it been?
Jeez, that is like.
And where's the string? Is the string where it's supposed to be? Oh, that gets scary.
Have you ever put one in when it was already in?
No.
Yeah, there's one time I was so uncomfortable and I was like, what the hell? Like, why is
you had two?
I didn't realize I put two in.
Ava,
like I got up in the middle of the night and I put one in and I was like half asleep, and then I woke up the next morning and I was like, okay, like I didn't know there was one in, so I just put one in, and then I was walking around and I'm like, damn, this is really uncomfortable. Like something does not feel right. And then I went to the bathroom and I was like, okay, let me just pulled it out, and I was like, wait a minute, there's still a string. Pulled another one out. It's like, damn.
Now that can get. I mean, like if it really
wasn't
gets
long.
Lost.
Like I was very uncomfortable.
They say they can't get lost. They cannot get lost.
Well, where would it go?
There's a wall.
Where would it go?
I know, but I don't know. I was always worried, like, what if I don't find the string? Like, what if it's not there? Like,
it's like the whole thing with like the cup too. Like everyone's like, oh, it's lost. I'm like, where would it go?
It's not gonna like the uterus. Yeah, it's
not gonna come out with your chest. Like I don't know what's gonna.
That's so gross.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm gonna clip this episode.
Huh?
I don't know how I'm gonna clip this episode.
Yeah, how the hell do you edit this shit?
Not even edit it, but like to do the clips on social media. I don't even know what I'm gonna start picking here.
We haven't given you a lot to work with. We've given you too much to work with.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I don't know if that's what we want to like tempt new viewers.
Okay, but you know what? Kudos to the men like Dad, who are like, let me give you a chocolate cocktail, and for me, and typically I don't do chocolate, but he brings me the gummy candies and the flowers and whatever. And I really think that the smartest thing that guys can do is to like try to alleviate the problem and not be the problem.
Yeah.
Like, don't become the problem.
You hear that, Web?
Yeah. There's already a problem. I'm already dealing with the problem. Don't make you the actual problem.
Yeah.
Like, so, and I think that he's been so great. He's the type that'll go before there was self-checkout and you had to actually like interact.
Yeah, Web will do that.
I'll
be like, hey, can you go by? I was like, hey, can you go by the store and grab me some tampons? Yeah, no problem.
Because clearly they're not for them. So,
obviously not.
I mean, it's like less embarrassing
even
in my opinion.
For you, like I've never gone to the store and been embarrassed to like buy tampons.
Whenever I'd have like a young guy checking out, then it would be like,
oh, I'm not. I think it's funny. I like seeing them squirm.
You're so mean.
Well, I mean, like most of the time I do self-checkout now, so it's no biggie.
Well, yeah, but we didn't have that.
Or Amazon.
Then. Yeah. That's
like awesome.
See, Amazon saves, and self-checkout saves that
awkward,
humiliating situations with like tampons, condoms. Like there's so many things out there you may not want to buy.
Whoa.
No, I'm just saying, like it's like alleviated so much stress for people. I think it's crap because we all had to go through that. Why does everybody else, these young people, get this pass?
Yeah.
Sucks. But anyways, yeah, so I just I love when guys can like contribute and like try to make it and like, I don't know, suppress the situation. Sure. And brothers.
Oh my God.
Don't jack with you. Go away. Stay away.
But that's not, they don't, I mean, like, those are brothers. Like, they're gonna.
Especially if they know it's your time of the month. Like back when y'all were younger.
Yeah.
Ava's on her period.
And you guys would feed into that shit. It used to drive me crazy.
We would?
Yes.
No, we wouldn't.
Oh, it's that time of the month.
Don't check with your sister. She's pissed. She's on her period. So mean.
So mean. Well, anyways, guys. I think that's it for this episode. I'm scared for it to go any longer than this.
It could get crazier, for sure.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Let Me Ask My Mom Pod. And also, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you get your podcasts, please leave us a review. It definitely helps with bringing new people to our podcast. And then if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yep.
I know, we're on YouTube now. We've been on YouTube.
You didn't tell me that.
Girl. Anyways.
I mean, we were talking about it. I didn't realize you actually did it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyways.
So we're on YouTube and all the things.
And we will be back next week
With something super fun.
Not sure what it is yet, but
she'll be choosing the topic.
For sure.
It'll be awesome.
Well, anyways, let's give it a nice little cheers. Cheers to Auntie Flo.
Auntie Flo and all of her meanness. Mm-hmm. It's a chocolate espresso martinis.